I think this partnership is very important because it brings together Vanderbilt with other universities in an online consortium that disseminates knowledge around the world. With this new form of disseminating knowledge, with our ability to reach more people, to spark in them, I can learn, I can discover. That's our responsibility. That's our core mission.
So, how can a great idea get killed? Let me count the ways.
I want to discuss Kafafi's poem for 2 reasons.
Now, food allergies on the whole are on the rise.
Network software defines protocols.
So this is what a protocol defines.
I think it's really important to emphasize that it was students saying, prove it to us.
What is their response going to be?
Thanks again for joining us.
From early March to mid-May, I taught a 10-week MOOC, Pattern-Oriented Software Architecture for Concurrent and Network Software, to more than 30,000 students from all around the United States and scores of other countries. I quickly realized that while teaching a MOOC by myself was exhilarating, the knowledge and skills needed to master concurrent and network software development are far more complex than any one instructor could ever hope to cover in a single course. In 2014, therefore, I've teamed up with Professor Adam Porter from the University of Maryland and Professor Jules White from Vanderbilt to offer the first trans-institution sequence of MOOCs on the Coursera platform.
For my undergraduate nutrition course in the School of Nursing, I had my students watch videos that we produced for the Coursera course outside of the classroom. And then during class time, we were able to apply the content in activities in small groups. The students really got creative, really seemed to enjoy it.
And then after I flipped my class, I realized, like, wow, I was not helping them. It's like, it was horrible because I wasn't teaching it very well, and I was expecting them to do all the synthesis and all the application, all that stuff by themselves at home or in groups by themselves. And so when I started doing that in the classroom, I realized, like, wow, there's a lot more value to be created by working with them in the classroom and sort of showing them how to apply this stuff rather than just simply saying, hey, go off and figure it out yourself, and then come back and I'll lecture at you some more.
And I think one of the things it means is that we don't need to only engage our students as consumers of knowledge and information, but we can also engage them as producers of knowledge and information, as scholars, as innovators, as designers, as researchers, both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. Often there's a digital expression of this kind of work as students share their work either on campus or beyond.
When Jay Clayton's course was being offered in online games, Kyla Terhune and her husband Rick formed a local learning group. They brought together students from Hank Ingram House, and they met regularly, talked about the course, learned together. And I just think that's a really neat idea we'd like to replicate at college halls. And so if there is a massive open online course by a Vanderbilt professor or anyone else for that matter on, say, art history, there might be a student in college halls who is an expert in art history and can lead that discussion. And so we'll actually have students as facilitators. I think there's some neat synergies between digital education technologies and residential education that we're going to be exploiting here more and more at Vanderbilt.